Hello, welcome to the Babbles Travelling Yarns podcast. My name is Grace and you can find me on Instagram, Ravelry and Patreon and Periscope, although I haven't been on there in years, as Vanna Willamille. This is the Babbles Travelling Yarn podcast and I am your host. Today we're going to be talking about everything in the world to do with knitting. That's what it seems like to me. I've got a lot to talk about because it's been about 3 weeks since my last confession and there's a lot that's happened. And now I have put up some small videos. I've put up a late podcast that I filmed ages ago, and then I put up a podcast about the Atlantic Knitscape retreat that I went on with Catherine Hastings and a couple of other amazing people. And I have a couple of little videos that I have ready to go on Dublin. I just went out to Dublin yesterday, which was Saturday the 14th of October, and I went up and I met up with Laura, the Woolly Wolverine from the Woolly Wolverine podcast, and I met up with a lovely woman, Gail, and I met up with another podcaster, an audio podcaster, Nadia from the CLN podcast, or the Cottage Notebook podcast, and that was so much fun. So I will have that up hopefully before this one. So if you haven't seen that, go have a look at that. It's really fun. I talk about all the products that all the things that I bought in two shops. One is in This Is Knit. Actually, I didn't talk about the ones that I bought in the Constant Knitter. So I'll show that on this podcast at the end. So at the start of the podcast, I'm going to show you something wonderful that I have knit and finished. A finished object, if you will, or FO. So, start as we mean to continue. I have knit this beautiful So Faded sweater out of Norah George yarns and one skein of Hedgehog fibres in the seed colourway on top. Then this section was the Veritaserum colourway. This one was Felix Felicis, and this one down the bottom was Polyjuice potion. And it's beautiful, although my granny said it was too short, whatever. So I finished off the sleeves since the last episode and I've been wearing it non-stop. I love it. It's a very simple shape. There's no shaping in the body, which I actually love because it gives a little bit of twisty here and makes you think that I'm thinner than I am. Not that it matters, but you know, whatever. So yeah, that's my finished object. I actually can't remember if I had finished it the last time, which is why I'm just going to show it to you again this time. And also it's what I'm wearing, so you know, 2 birds, 1 stone. That's me. Convenient. So I've got a couple of other whips that I'm working on at the moment, and they're pretty cool. So I've got 3 current whips, aka whips that I'm not ignoring because they're in the bowl corner, you know. So the first one is another sweater. It's my Beauty and the Beast sweater. And I finished the body when I was in Atlantic Knitscape and I started on the sleeves. And it feels like I've done a lot, but I haven't done that much. I have arrived on Sleeve Island and I am having a great time on the beach, not knitting. No, I am knitting on these constantly. I knit about 3-4 rows every day, but it's just, it feels like I'm not getting anywhere. But anyway, let me show you what the body looks like if the yarn wants to play ball. So this is the body of the sweater. I finished it. I got all the way down. I did a nice decent ribbing at the bottom and a little Lumiere kind of Peary pattern down the bottom. And I've decided to do 2 sleeves at a time because the idea of just doing 1 sleeve at a time is stress inducing, so I've not even thought about it. So there they are. I'm working on them. I should be working on my raft to get off Sleeve Island, but at the moment I'm partying on the beach with my other projects. So, knitty knit knit knit, that's how you knit, isn't it? Knit 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 knit, knit like that. Yeah. So I'm knitting this out of some beautiful, the green, which is the main colour, is out of some beautiful yarn from the Toko Station, the Briar Patch yarns. It's 100% Perendale lamb's wool, and this is the Bay of Islands colorway. It's like a bluey green, so pretty. So you can have a look at their website at www.briarpatch.co.nz. Write it down. Pause, write it down. They have beautiful yarn. It is a bit crunchy. It's quite rustic. This is going to last me forever. Like forever. This is going to look perfect for a very, very long time. Look at the definition on it as well. Like, it's really excellent. This would be a beautiful cable yarn, I think. Fabulous. So pretty. So pretty. So yeah, I'm excited to block this and start wearing it for Christmas. This is going to be my Christmas jumper, obviously. I'm going to have it finished by then. People in work have been asking me, oh, I can't wait to see your ugly Christmas jumper. I was like, you're thinking excuse me, that's rude. I don't knit ugly things. Oh, well. We all have our own ideas about what knitting is. Knitting jumpers, ugly jumpers. Ugh. I mean, what I might do is do something like, oh, do you know what would be cool actually? Someone on the weekend away actually said this, but they said, like, you know, crochet some snowflakes and scatter them on separately, and then, you know, get those small little lights, you know, Christmas lights, and poke them through from the inside through the snowflakes and just have them twinkling. I think that would be the cutest idea ever, and it wouldn't really damage the sweater, hopefully. I wouldn't have it on for very long. I wouldn't turn on the lights until like the moment, you know. Ding, look, picture, take it off, turn it off. Imagine if it burnt, but they're LED, they wouldn't heat up. Ideas. I'm drinking some amazing tea. I think it's like berry or something, but it's from this new shop that's opened up in Limerick called Sostrenegrene. I've made that up. That's probably not how you say it at all. But it's amazing. I mean, a whole bag of this, and I've been drinking it non-stop. A whole bag of it was like €1.50 or something. €1.50. Really good. And you could fill it up right to the top, which I did, of course. And then I put in a tiny bit, and then it has like, it like puffs up with fruit, and then I eat the fruit as I drink my tea. 2 in 1 meal. Perfect. Just what a girl needs. Just what a growing girl needs. So my second my second thing, which I've got quite far on, is for the Outlander KAL that I'm running. It's the season 3 Outlander KAL. Oh my gosh, I've caught up. Okay, my Gilmore Girls thing is out of the way, and I've caught up with Outlander, and oh my god, I can't wait for the next one. It's just so yeah, that's that. I've been knitting the Fergus Socks by Anna Freyberg, who's hosting a wonderful retreat, so it seems, I think it's just a retreat in Gotland. Oh, it looks so amazing. Her pictures coming through are just fabulous. So these are the Fergus Socks, which are based on the character, he's a little French boy who follows them home to Scotland, and they're just so cute. It's got this Argyle twisted stitch raised pattern, and that I just fell in love with, because I keep like touching these socks. That sounds weird, but it shouldn't, because they're just so tactile and beautiful. So I'm using a sock set from Ellie and Ada, and this is the shadow set, and oh my goodness. So of course, when I needed to, oh my gosh, they look so beautiful. Look at them. Oh my goodness. So the sock set from Ellie and Ada comes in a 50-gram skein and a 20-gram skein, which is perfect amount for doing socks. You know, we always have tons left over and there's nothing to do. So this, you only buy as much as you need to make a pair of socks, which is just so great and economical and wonderful. So I have, how did I manage to do that? That's messed up. Oh, anyway. So when I was going up to Dublin, I was of course at the stage where the jumper was way too big to drag around London for the day. and I was left with these socks. But I needed to put in the heels at this stage. I was like, oh gosh. And the heel construction on this is slightly different. I didn't want to do a fish lips kiss. I wanted to follow the instructions. So I had been increasing for the gusset, and I was just at the point where I started needing to do the heel turn and all this other stuff. And the pattern is so well written that I was able to do it on the bus up to Dublin. Amazing. So I'm going to use one of my new acquisitions to show you these socks. So I got some sock blockers. I got them from the Constant Knitter, incredibly reasonable. They are just plywood, and what I want to do is I want to doodle and draw all over them and then seal them with a varnish. I think that would be so pretty, so I'll get around to that if I ever have time to myself. I have plenty of time to myself. I just decide to fill my time with all the other time in the world. So, and I just want to varnish it because it's a little bit rough, not rough, but just not quite finished. It's not very smooth to put over, but I just can't wait to doodle all over them. So these are the ladies size, and my feet are just a bit bigger than a lady's. Go figure. So these are my Fergus socks, and this is the beautiful heel. So it's a different heel construction to that I'm used to, the heel flap and gusset, but it's just brilliant. So I decided to do a contrasting heel and toe, and of course I decided to do a contrasting heel in a super dark colour on a bus on the way up in the morning when it was like super dark. So I did manage to make a few little fluffs, but I think it worked totally fine. Look at this. See what I mean? You just want to touch it. Touch. So simple to do once I got the pattern down. Like, I fluffed it a couple of times because that's what Grace does. She fluffs. But now I'm working on bringing the pattern around the back of the sock, which I was going to chicken out and not do, but Laura was like, no, do it, because I didn't do it with my socks and I really regret it. And I was like, but I'm chicken. I just want to continue the way I know how to do it. But it's fine. Hey, so I got these sock blockers, and then I also got these ones. Oh my god, they're so cute. They're baby sock blockers. Ah! However, I feel like a massive trick has been missed here. They should have cut it out directly from that, and then you would save so much. Like, trick missed. What the fudge? I want to get a laser cutter and do this myself. Anyway, yeah, so that's what's been going on. Honestly, look, that wouldn't affect the integrity. It's just an extra millimeter either side. Dang, that's so cute. So I really want to hang them up just here on the wall, like other people have, the cool people. I want to be cool. So yeah, that's what's going on with these socks. Oh yes, so I didn't have any stitch markers, and I was about to start the gusset, and you really need stitch markers for this gusset because I didn't want to mess it up. But I was in work and I didn't have any stitch markers. So what I did was I got a straw. I don't know where the straw's gone now. I think I dropped it or left it. It's gone. Anyway, it's gone. And a scissors, and I cut little stitch markers out of it. Oh, I don't know if you can see these now at all, but they're just little straw. They're just like a little snippet of straw, and they're perfect. They're really flexible, malleable. You can pop your genius. Someone else told me that. Now I did not come up with that. I remember that being told to me on a VKN, I believe. I am almost certain. So now you know. So that's that. Exciting times. So I am just on the leg now, so hopefully I will zoom up the leg and then bind off with the yarn I have left. And I think honestly I'm gonna have the perfect amount of yarn to make. I'm gonna basically knit until I run out of this, and then I'm gonna do a little cuff of these. Yay! I did separate them into 4, so they came in like one big 50-gram ball and one big 20-gram ball, and then I separated them into 2 separate of each, so I could do 2 socks at a time. that's that. Now, okay, so let me see. Have I got another actual project started? Or are there the only two? So I have one, two. Okay, I have two other projects with, I've bought the patterns, I've printed out the patterns with my new fancy printer, and I have started swatching on one. But I haven't started knitting yet because I do want to finish something. Or do I? I'm not sure. Oh no, yes, I have started something. Oh, thank God. Thank goodness I remembered. So, yes, as well as the Fergus Socks for the Outlander KAL. Oh, the Outlander KAL also closes on the 10th of December, which is when the final episode comes out. So I decided, well, that's 3 months, so that's fine. So it was the September the 10th to December the 10th. So I was like, 3 months, that's perfect time for a KAL. And it's like 10/10, so good. And we have some amazing prizes there up there. And I went through it on previous KALs. And I'm also going to be giving a skein of my own yarn and possibly some more treats. Treats. So that's exciting. So I have, as well as doing the socks, I have also been doing, I started the Voyager Mystery Cow. My first ever Mystery Cow! And to be honest, I had been watching them come out and then I started them once I saw other people's. How terrible is that? No, it's not terrible. It's just, you know, I'm scared of mysteries. But I had bought it beforehand, so at least I'd given in the money, you know, I'd done that bit. So yes, I have started. So if anyone is knitting it or wants to knit it and they want to keep it a surprise, look away now. So I have started it with the Thistle, which I was going to do as the Hitchhiker. Do you remember that? But I changed my mind because I just did. That's why. And I caked up all of this gradient set, and I have it held together like one of those fancy burgers with those sticks with DPNs. So this is the gradient set that's going to go with it. It's going to be like the stones, you know, on Craig Nadu, right? So that's them. I hand wound one and then I cracked out the Swift for the rest because ain't nobody got time for that. Don't be falling over now. Okay, cool. So let me show you the first clue. I've only got as far as the first clue because the second clue required me to kick up the balls and then I got distracted and did other stuff. So there we go. So I am in love with this stitch. So this is clue 1. It's beautiful. This texture stitch is absolutely gorgeous. It's got this woven feel to it. And it's really, really nice. It's breaking up I mean, this is a tweedy yarn as well. So I hope it's not going to be too busy. But I do think that it actually kind of sets it off nicely. I don't know. I also love the back. I'm like, it's like a little moss stitch on the back somehow. Really nice. I love the little bumps that are offset. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. This is the Thistle colourway by Norah George Yarns, which was a special Edinburgh Yarn Festival colourway that I got because I screamed at her in the line. In glee, happiness, you know. Not in a, you know, bad way. So I have this in a new bag. Woo! In a new bag that was gifted to me. Well, not gifted, sorry. I bought this new bag from Quarry. Oh, where is your card now? I put down the card. There it is. Hi. Quarry Creations. Unique handmade accessories. And this is Eleni, part of the group that we affectionately call the Greeks. And her husband or her partner is Phil, and he owns the Quicksand Zone, which is a miniature figurine company, which is amazing. If you have a look at his website, if you have any man in your life that's interested in collectibles, go over there. So the Greeks are an amazing couple that are on the VKNs pretty much 24/7, kind of. So they have really helped me out so much with the kind of the meeting and greeting and the explaining things to new people going on to the virtual nights. So thank you so much, Lenny and Phil. And the least I could do was get this amazing cat bag. It's so cute. Look at them all so happy. Look, this one has a mustache. He's a moustache. Get it? This one's playing with ball of yarn. This one's like kind of a bit like a bridge. So these bags were just so cute. Oh look, there's a little stitch marker too. I didn't see that. Cute, a little house. Here's how sheen. And there's polka dots on the inside. Polka dots. So this is my Halloweeny cat bag. So this is where my Voyager mystery thing is being kept, stashed in there. And I still have to go out to Barbara and get her tags for project bags because, girl, I need them now. Anyway, I'll stop being great. Stop being mad at myself for not contacting you and going on the shop and buying them. I don't know, websites are annoying me at the moment. Kind of, I have to go in and fill out your information and oh goodness. I don't know, I just get a bit like wrecked from them. Anyway, maybe I've been doing so much of it lately. So Manakori, or Eleni, is Manakori on Etsy.com and Manakori Creations at gmail.com. And she makes beautiful handmade bags in Greece, of all places. Pretty fancy, guys. And she sends everything tracked and delivered. So excellent service there. Excellent service. Yeah, so that was wonderful, exciting. And she sent a ton of sweets as well, which they're all gone. All of them are gone. Wait, are they? Did I hide some for myself? I think I might have. I don't know where. Ooh, treat time? Treats? Probably hid them. Anyway, so something else amazing came, and I can't remember if I showed you this, but I have the pattern printed out, and I was going to cast these on when... Where's I gonna do this? I think I brought this up to... Yes, I did. I brought this up to Atlantic Knitscape, but I never cast it on because I was having too much fun with people. I brought up 3 projects. I brought up my Beauty and the Beast, which I finished the body on, and then I moved on to the socks. And then I brought this just in case, and I never did that. So that's fine. So this is going to be the Notched Hem Tee, and it's a free pattern on Pearl Soho, on the Pearl Soho blog, I believe, pearlsoho.com. Notched hem tank top. It's super simple and I cannot wait. It was knit out of linen, but I am going to make it out of something incredibly special. I'm going to make them out of 2 Ninja Chickens sock blanks. Botanically printed, absolutely stunning. How can I tear this apart? Sock blanks. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I want to wear them. So, and you know, they're so exciting when you're knitting off them. Yay! This one's got red leaves. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. I'm done. Ta-da! Finished object number 2. Not really. Yeah. So she sent me this beautifully botanically printed hand-dyed card as well, which was so lovely. Oh, so pretty. And I have it in my Circus Tonic handmade cat bag. Hey, cat bags. Hey. These cats are so unimpressed. The other ones are kind of like, yay, everything's fine. These ones are more realistic. They're like, what? I love them so watch. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with those. I haven't had the heart to pull them apart yet, so I'm gonna get there. I will get there. I will get there. I will get there. But then I'll have them on my body all the time, so you know, they won't just be there. I will be wearing them, so it will be another form of art. I just have to talk myself into pulling it apart, but that's fine. So yes, so that was that. Oh, okay, so I have another project which I had been talked into originally by Laura of the Woolly Wolverine podcast, and I, to be honest, the first time I saw it was on Katie's podcast, General Babble, and then I saw it on Ellie and Ellie's Skein Deer Knits, and then Laura had me talking about it, and then I instantly caked up the yarn. We discussed the yarn, we found the yarn, and we caked it up, and I started swatching. The problem is, it's the chuck. The chuck is a worsted weight pattern. The yarn I caked up was DK. So, let me show you. So the chuck pattern is a beautiful cropped jumper. Beautiful cropped jumper with this amazing cable design on it. Absolutely gorgeous. Mine will have way more than these two. I will have like 3, maybe 4 repeats. So I started swatching using this amazing yarn, which was actually a kind of it was the wrong color or something, on Felicis yarns. This is Felicis yarns. It was in the sale bin in Edinburgh Yarn Festival. So yeah, so I started. Oh, excuse me, I need to sneeze. Do I need to sneeze? Bless you, Grace. No problem, Grace. Okay. Oh, there's my Fergus Socks. Can't forget them. So this is the swatch that I started, and this was a size. Oh, hang on. So I do my swatch, and I put little bumps in here with the American sizing. So because with the millimeters you can't really put bumps in, you can't really do 3.75 bumps, you know. So the American sizes are whole numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So size 8, which is a size that's annoying. They only have 5 millimeters on them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, so US 8 is a 5 millimeter size, but I thought that was a bit loose. It was a little bit like airy fairy, you know, and I kind of wanted a jumper that was a bit more sturdy. Well, maybe it's, I don't know. It's really obvious when you're, I don't know if you, anyway, yeah, it's a bit too airy fairy. So then I went up to this size, which was a size down, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a size 4, I believe, millimeter. And I much prefer this texture. I'll just hide my face. I much prefer this texture to this one. I don't know, it's just a little too floppy, and this is nice and sturdy. So then I started doing a little bit of the cable design. So I'd like to do the cable. Just to see, and then I fluffed up the cable because I haven't done cables in ages because I'm terrible at cables, and I'm like, oh my god, will I do cables ever again? I've only ever done small cables, just like very simple ones, but I think if I sit down and concentrate I can do it no problem. It's just whatever. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to have to do loads of maths because my gauge doesn't match. And I haven't blocked this yet, but I'm assuming that it won't match because it's DK, not worsted. So what I decided to do when I was in Dublin, I decided, do you know what? I will use that DK beautiful yarn for another sweater, a DK weight sweater. And instead, I will get some worsted. And so I got some worsted. I went up to the Constant Knitter and I bought a sweater quantity of Studio Donegal in this amazing chartreusey green colour. It's beautiful. So Studio Donegal is in between a DK and a worsted. So hopefully I'll be able to, it'll be okay. I think I've bought about 4 or 5 separate quantities for the chuck, and I've never made the chuck. I just need to sit down and do it. I'm really low down, excuse me. Up in the world, that's better. So yes, so I've bought this, and anyway, I'm really glad I bought this because I saw this colour first off in a tiny shop in Bantry Bay when I was going down to Sheepshead Yarn Festival, and I didn't buy it. And now I have, and I'm happy because it's beautiful, and I really want a sweater in this. It's just beautiful. So I got all the same lot, so hopefully there won't be any weirdness with colours or anything like that. Yay, fingers crossed. So that's the chuck situation at the moment. The chuck saga. No. Yeah, so I need to skein up that and start swatching on that. Yes, I have bought a couple of things to make hats because I desperately want to make a load of hats. I want to make hats out of this a hat out of beautiful Alex Creates ombre yarn, which I bought in Woolen in New York. Just because this will come up so quick and it's going to be beautiful. So yeah, I need to make that. And then I've got some amazing gradient yarn again from Bear & Sheep's Clothing. I want to make a hat out of that. This thing is so beautiful. Look at these amazing stitch markers too, so cute. So this is Bear Cozy. It's fingering weight. So I think I will make the Asphodel hat pattern or the Forgotten Path hat. So okay, so I'm gonna make one of Barbara from Knitting I Love. I'm gonna make one of her designs because she's gifted them to me and I haven't knitted. So I would love to make it with this. Oh my god, it's so soft. Oh, what is this? Oh, 100% fine Falkland Merino. Oh my goodness. This is the colorway King Titan's Fury Speckle Gradient. Bear & Sheep's Clothing. Bernie, you're a genius. Oh my gosh. If you haven't watched their podcast. So Bernie and her partner, Greg. Oh, what's his name? You just told me earlier as well. Fudge. Jared? No. Goodness. Anyway, I can't remember. I'm sorry. I love you though, both of you. But they do a podcast where they do cocktails and they chat about what they're knitting and what they're making. And then at the end, they tell really bad jokes. And it's my favorite. And I'm still thinking about one of the jokes from the last time. You have to go and watch. It's so good. And so bad. So bad. Now I'm crying and I've got makeup on. This is ridiculous. I never have makeup on, but since it's been so long and I was kind of feeling a bit crappy, sometimes I like to put a bit of makeup on just to make myself feel better and get myself in the mood for podcasting and showing my beautiful face. So yeah, hat. Also, amazing townhouse yarns, which I showed in my Instagram live video with Willy Wolverine. A beautiful oh my god, that looks so good on camera. Dear God, this is so nice. So Drury DK hat, so many hats. Where's my other possible hat? And the whole hat thing came from my amazing pink pussycat hat, which I knit out of Malabrigo Rios, and it was just amazing. And then I never knit another hat. So I saw this Malabrigo Rios, Whales Road. So beautiful, and it is whale season down in Sydney, and I remember you know, they're making their way back down from the calving grounds into the Southern Ocean to spend the summer or the winter. Can't remember which one. Yeah, the summer. Yeah, to spend the summer down in the Southern Ocean. So this is Whales Road, and it's just amazing. I might make it for someone special who lives down there. Although it's coming into summer. they go camping. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, yeah, so hat. Guys, have you seen the Comfort Fade cardi by Andrea Mowrey that's just being released? And I'm like, oh my god, can I just buy a DK weight? Like DK speckles? Oh, can I do that? And I'm like, do I have DK speckles? No, I don't. Could I dye them? I don't even have any DK weight yarn to dye at the moment. Ugh. And I've far too much to be doing, so. I really want it. No, concentrate on small things that you can achieve reasonably, Grace. Because you've got a couple of things on the needles and you need to get them done. And then a couple of things needle adjacent that you also need to get done. Okay, great. So they are my dreaming projects. Got some bold projects which are still not being talked about on purpose. That world double knit hat and the double knit kind of Star Wars thing. Shh. Okay. So let me talk about some amazing things that came my way. Oh goodness. Uh-oh. Okay. So let me talk about some of the things that I got in Atlantic Midscape. Guess what? It's yarn. And a bag. This beautiful bag from Kate Hawthorne Cottage Craft. Look at this sturdy cable. It's like a canvasy strap. And look at these fat birds. They're so fat. Roundy, chubby, squishy, comfy birds. Much better. Now, so first one off the top is this amazing Strand Designs colorway. It's called April Showers. And it's so beautiful. So beautiful. And I think I have an idea for another speckle fade going on in my brain with this bad boy. This one from Gabriella from Irish Fairy Tale Yarns is After 8. Look at this mint chocolate chip speckles going on here. It's so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe I can do something for Pin Feathers and Pearls mint along. Beautiful. I finally got my hands on some Ullan. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I had to take them apart because I'm a weirdo and I can never put them back together again so nicely. But look at these. Oh, there's more mint C-class. Can't get enough, can't get enough. So this one, which is the mostly white with a few little pops of pinks and browns and blacks and greys and a little bit of chartreuse. Gosh, there's every colour in here. Yellows, some yellows under there. Sorry, get my face out of there so you can see. So this one's called Alchemy, and this is 100% superwash merino, 366 meters and 100 grams, and it's a singles base. This one is a twist base. Oh, I didn't realize they were different, but that's fine. And this is called Eden. Oh, and just look at this blue, and then these kind of mustardy brown speckles. Oh yeah, baby. So that's Olannand sock hand dyed in Ireland. Look at her cool labels. So they're the coolest labels I've seen. So pretty. So amazing. Hey, maybe I could put that with that. Oh my gosh, that would totally go. Oh my goodness, watch. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Fade. Now, carry on. Next. Oh my goodness, so this is a new dyer I have just found out about, Woolly Adventures, and I think they just got engaged the other day, which was so exciting. But this skein reminds me of the Crayon Box and also Enid Blyton illustrated books. You know, the with this like light blue and then the pink, and I think it's called Boy or Girl, and it's so beautiful. Look at this. And this is like, you know, when you're, I don't know if anyone else did this, I probably did, but I used to like like pare down crayons into like dust, and then mash them all together and cook them in the oven and make one massive crayon with all the colours. Anyone else do that? This is what this reminds me of. It's just so stunning. So Woolly Adventures, and this is the Crazy DK. Hat! Another hat! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Thank you very much. Amazing. That is amazing. Yay! So I'm so happy with all of my projects, or all of my yarn. Why wouldn't I be? They're amazing. Yeah, so I'm happy right now with all my yarn. I really don't need any more. I don't know why I went up to Dublin. Just buy some more yarn. I don't know, whatever. Cute. I don't think I have needles big enough for this. Well, 6mm needles. I think I might have some wooden 6mm needles. Maybe. Maybe, baby. So yeah, so I might do that. And then I also, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I did start to do a swatch in this Barocco vintage. And then I decided for the chuck yet again. And then I pulled it out because I didn't like knitting with it, or I didn't like the feel of knitting with it. And now I'm thinking, maybe I'll try again. Maybe I'll just knit all the chucks. Now Andy Satterland has loads of other patterns, so there is always another option. So I have plenty of choices, so I'll be fine. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with these linen, this bloody chuck. I'm wondering, is it worth it? Ugh. But it's so pretty, and everyone wears it all the time. It's so gorgeous, and I want it. I love the neckline. I think I just love the neckline and the pattern. Oh yeah, so it's so lovely. So I want to talk a little bit now about something that arrived for me. I did a swap with an amazing woman from Moon Sheep Shop. It's so beautiful. And I got she sent me so much, like way too much. We always say that. So this tote, I want to get totes made. Where do I get totes made? They're so cool. Want one. So she sent me some amazing fibre that she dyed. So this fibre is, so pretty. What did she call it? This is French Mako Merino sheep that I dyed. It's beautiful. Look at this blue and orange. It's so complimentary. I love it. I've got so much that I need to do some spinning, you peeps. I need to do some serious spinning. So I love the way it curls up. It's just so pretty. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it in there, keep it nice and safe, neat, safe from being felted. She sent me this sock blank. And it was all beautifully packaged, and I had to pull it out, of course. And then I saw this thing online, and I can't remember which festival it was at. Maybe Yarndale, because that's been kind of going strong at the moment. But they had their sock blanks twisted up like this, and I was like, that's a really cute idea. It's like a skein. But let me show you she had it like nicely flat and folded and nice. So this is her sock blank now. Oh, I suppose it's going to be a little bit wrinkly now. I didn't think about that. Oh, this colour is so beautiful. So this is her sock blank. It's stunning. It's like a beautiful mauve with dark browns and reds and some blacks in there. It's just so beautiful. I want a top in this. Like, can I make a top out of one 100-gram fingering weight sock blank? Can I do that? Is there a pattern? Somebody make a pattern! Yeah, probably not. I probably will make a shawl out of this or something. I don't know. It's too beautiful. So I have it up on my wall. And I like a skein of yarn because I want to see it all the time. And it's not like a pictorial sock blank, which is nice. So that, like, you know, I don't feel like I have to keep it, you know. I mean, those sock blanks are so beautiful, but I like serious anxiety over using them. So silly, I know, but whatever. Whatevs. Why can't I do it now? My goodness, I do this for a living. Yeah, just pop that on top and then I can hook it over and it's quite cute. Yay! So thank you so much for those. But she also sent me some French tea. Douceur Angine. Black tea and Cointreau. Yum. Do you know what I've taken to do with loose tea? Just pour them in, put the water on top. I don't mind if I drink a bit. It's not going to kill me. Because I have a couple of strainer things, but I feel like I'm not getting as much out of it, you know? And it's so beautiful and so wonderful that I really want to get the most out of it. She sent me a notebook. Every knitter needs a good notebook. You're correct. Oh, it's so pretty. That is so great. I need to use my notebooks, that's my problem. Oh, what's this? Chocolat et nougatine. Quernos d'ardoise. Ooh, craquant et fondant. So it's crunchy and soft, I think that means. Ooh, I haven't opened these. Do you know, I put it away because I was scared I'd use them, and now I have treats, yay! So that's like a chocolate nougat, I think. I can't open it right now, but it's heavy, which means it's good. Solid treat nutrition. I like it. And then, oh yes. Oh yeah, so she sent me an entire bag of these lollipops. Ah! They're kind of caramel lollipops. Ah! Sucette, I think they're like sucky pops, that means. Sucette au lait de jument. So creamy. Goûtez-vous. I wish I spoke better French. Oh, so nice. So tasty. Then some amazing soap made by a friend of hers. This is Mariette soap, French soap. I love soap. So it's candula oil, 7% sugars, sucre. I don't know. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited to be able to use these now because they've been sitting on the side waiting for me to podcast for like 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. But thank you so much. So that's Mon Sheep Shop. Amazing shop, by the way. Mon Sheep Shop, and that's her address. Her website is www.monsheepshop.fr for France. She's so wonderful. I love her so much. Amazing logo as well. Cute. It's like a wand. Wands are, knitting needles are like wands, aren't they? They make magic happen. Right? I think there's a few extra. I think there's a few sweeties gone rogue. Nice. Nice one. So October is a very important month in the calendar because it is International Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I did a particular emphasis last year at the same time for this, which seems mad that October's come around again, but anyway. So I just want to remind everybody to get checked, make sure that you know what's normal for yourself, and including if you're a man, double check yourself because men get breast cancer too. So the olannand magazine, girls, ladies, have been running this fantastic competition. It's a knocker along. So the Knitted Knocker campaign is the idea that you knit a breast shape or a prosthesis knocker basically, and you get the pattern for free on the website. I don't know exactly what the website is, but I'll put it down in the down bar. And I need to start mine. I haven't started mine. Terrible. I think they recommend like a cotton or something that's easily washable and easily moldable. So maybe your nice soft, super soft, lovely superwash. Oh, I suppose superwash might be all right, but yeah, you might want to. It would have to be next to Skin Soft and it would have to be sturdy and able to be thrown in the wash because it's quite close to sensitive skin. Scar tissue can be numb or it can be extra sensitive, so it's just one of those things. But yeah, you should definitely pop over to the olannand page, and I will link all the details below for the knocker along if you're interested in whipping up a few knockers. They're also having an amazing event this week, I think, on Wednesday. I believe they're having it down in Cork, where everyone kind of gets together and it's like an information session about the knocker along. So I'd really recommend you popping down there. If you're around the area or anything like that. I was thinking about going down, but I'm not sure. I think I might have too much on this week. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed with all the stuff I have to do. But yeah, so I can't wait. I'm going to make up some nice knockers and send them to the campaign because I really feel like a lot of the women report that they are fantastic, that they can stuff them as much or as little as they want, and they're very moldable and you can fit them in and they can actually suit them quite well. So, and they're free because it's a charity kind of donation thing. So yay. Now, what else do I need to show you? Where's my notebook? Oh, it's hiding under all this stuff. Okay. Yes. Great. So I have some winners to announce. But first I have to draw them and close the things because I literally just forgot about them until right now. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so that took a long time to pick those winners because my phone my laptop died and then all this stuff. Anyway, I have the winners. So I have a very special skein of yarn that is going to one of my $10 Patreons, who's Eve Walker. Hi Eve, you won! So this is my bi-monthly draw, which I'm working out. And this is one of the skeins that I'm sending to yourself. This has not been named yet. So I'm going to think of a super cool name. I did have a name and I didn't write it down. This is my problem with naming things. But I am in love with it. It's got this like really nice pink section. So this is on my cotton socks base. So it's 50% merino, 25% cotton and 25% polyamide nylon. And it is a fingering weight, 100 grams. So pretty. So that is going to you, Eve. I have your address already, so I'll add it into the parcel of things that is going to you. So that was cool when your name came up. So yeah, so all of the $10 Patreons that donate $10 every month get a bi-monthly chance to win a skein of yarn. There's not that many, so I think pretty much everyone is going to get a skein of yarn. They also get access to the podcast about 12 hours before everyone else. And also they get access to bloopers and some tutorials that I do, but sometimes I put them up and sometimes I don't. It depends on how the podcast goes. If it goes smoothly all in one go, then I put it all up in one. And then if it's ridiculously silly to start or finish, I edit those together and it's easy to put up. So. But sometimes I don't have any bloopers to show you because I just want to put it all in. So yeah, I'm thinking of increasing the chances to win a prize to every month have the draw, but it depends on how many patrons I get. So the more patrons, the more frequent the draw will be. So that's exciting. Now, the next winner is for the Black Tie Affair beautiful wrap lacy cable wrap that is designed by Jennifer, who is Genuine Knits. I think she's Genuine Knits on Ravelry, but it's a stunning, stunning pattern. And so the winner of that was Vanessa Townley, who is Killtocraft podcast. So yay! I will send over that to you, Vanessa, and that was for joining the Babbles VKNs group, which thank you. Thank you so much. That was fun. And then we had one more giveaway, which was a hat pattern by Barbara, which was the asphodel hat, and Jen won that. So Jen is yarn tripping in Florida. So yay! All VKN friends. So that's really exciting. All the winners are VKN friends. Not on purpose, I promise. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I suppose you find out about stuff a little bit sooner than everyone else, so you're kind of on it, like a car bonnet. Yeah, so oh what is happening there? Low power mode. Oh, right. Well, I won't be on much longer phone because I'm just about to finish up, I think. Yes. Oh, I just want to say something really quickly to a wonderful friend of mine who I'm not sure if she wants her name on the podcast or not, but she sent me two, because I'm like, I really want to pick up crochet again, because one of the girls on the knitting retreat was crocheting with this beautiful yarn. She was crocheting the virus shawl, and before, the virus shawl just seemed a bit chunky and a little bit like not really like a texture I would like, but she was making it with these and it is beautiful. So this is Katya Jaipur mercerized cotton, and this is 208, the color, and it's just beautiful, like tonally brown color. So I really want to knit. I really want to start crocheting the virus shawl, which apparently is super, super, super easy. So I'm gonna try that. Yay! Thank you so much for sending me that yarn. That is so kind of you, and I will get back to you as soon as you can. As soon as I can. You know who you are. So yeah, I've got a shop update due at the end of this month. I can't remember the exact date. I'll put it on the screen. But what's going to be in this shop update is a lot of cotton, which is the 50% cotton, 50% merino, 25% cotton, and 25% polyamide base. I'll bring it over so you can see. Oh, there. So I've got some amazing, amazing skeins. Actually, I love these colors. This one reminds me of like Monet or stained glass windows. I'm not entirely sure, but it's just really, really, really pretty. So the cotton kind of gives it a wash, like a really soft wash out. Everything's just, the colors are just a little bit paler because they've got this undertow. The cotton actually doesn't dye, so you see the cotton kind of marls through it, so it gives it a really beautiful, it reminds me of Monet, like water lilies, so that might be the name. And then more of this color that yes, more of this color that Eve won, one of the Patreons won. So pretty. Oh, I had a really good name for this and now it's gone out of my head. Anyway, this is August Skies, which is a standard colorway of mine, which is on the cotton base, which just come out so lovely. Just they just remind me of watercolors, all of these colors. Really pretty. And then I did a solid grey as well, just as a nice contrast. Just a really gentle grey. I did about 6 of these. They'd be a great, great, great garment, I'm thinking. Yay. So really, really lovely grey. Yeah, so I have a few extra yarns from the Atlantic Knitscape retreat. I've got 4 of these Ray colorways, which is just like a bright, bright, bright orange or yellow. God, I'm so bad. I always mispronounce yellow and orange. I call them the opposite. So these are my new ball bands, by the way. Do you like them? I love them. They're so solid. They keep the yarn really like sturdy and together. So this is Ray. This is Spice. And they've got some speckles, some dark brown speckles in there too. Spice. And these are on my merino sock base. I have the purple and the green from the last time that I showed you. So there's still some of that. So that's going to go up in the shop too. That's on the cotton base. And I have one single wine glass bay turquoise left, which I need to dye more of this, but I'm waiting for the base to come in. I'm waiting for my yarn. And oh, I also have, what did I call this? Oh, fern. I have fern as well, which is this lovely green. This is kind of grassy green. What else? Oh, I'm just digging through all of my yarn. Oh, I have one grunge aura in here, which is based on my vintage earth colorway, or the Grace's aura colorway from the first update, but this one's just a little bit darker, so I've called it grunge aura, which is so nice though. I really like it. So yeah, there's lots of skeins going in. There's a whole box of them, so hopefully you'll find something that you like. So I'm sure I've forgotten something. I'm sure I have. Positive. But I think the podcast is long enough today. So I'm going to go. Have a great week until I see you again. Hopefully I'll be able to podcast next weekend, and it won't be another 3 weeks time. And hopefully I might have finished something else. But I finished my Sofada this week, so I feel good about that. So that's great. So thank you so much, and I'll see you again. Bye. I'm sure there's a cooler way to say goodbye, but I just don't know what it is.